Hello, my name is Samoas, and we are back with Honkai Star Rail. Today we gonna be doing Dr. Ratio's story, which I should have done a long time ago, but things happened and I couldn't do it. Now's the perfect time to do it. So I believe the first thing I had to do is talk to Asta. Also, if and when we have time, I will do this as well afterwards. Afterwards. Sorry, the mic. Thank you for the follow, Prisma TIK Queen. I didn't know how to pronounce it. Prismatic Queen. How are you doing? And if we had time, we'll do this. So let's get started. Sasa not here? I'll go let her know. Welcome, new friend. I'm honored to see you here. Looks like my importance in this chat is now downgraded by 1. Chat feels like deja vu. For real. Okay, let's get back to the topic. How do you deal with the situation? Accountability. Accountability must be heard. Is that supposed to be Dr. Ratio? No, the icons are just really... looks like him, but... You already know me. Licenseless space driving. Rich Nullet. Take ultimate to the face. And robot. Bill. Porculus. Yeah, that's a lot of people. What accountability? So you still don't know. Who?
Harrider Newsflash. Good evening, Madam Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madam Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
That was incredibly short. I like it has a replay feature. Let's look at this. They are walking all over us. Positively assaulting Madam Herta at this rate. Yeah, right, and the management of the space station is for real so crappy. The Legion incident aside, how could they let Madam Herta be to be attacked on our own turf? Just what's going on? I really hate these imbecilic pests who sit in the high places or and do nothing. But when all is said and done, after the Legion crisis, the space station has done a good job in revitalizing and rebuilding. You got a point. Those are two different kettles of fish. Besides, they were never that competent to begin with. That's more like it. Aren't you jumping ahead? You're right. You think so, too, huh? Interesting. Let's have a chat later privately. No lead isn't the main focus for his safety. Let's not poke our noses into other people's business. Isn't it else's job? Our job is to sit here and judge the quality of the work. As for how to get things done, that's for them to worry about. You sure you have some bizarre reasoning, but you're spitting facts here. You're absolutely right, bro. Which know it, you spoke my mind. Comrades, what is our goal? To rid ourselves of all imbecilic pests. Good, you passed. Herta was attacked. Anyway, let's go to her office to see what's going on. If she was attacked, it would have been one of her puppets. The original either hiding around here or somewhere else. If there is an original. Ooh. Huh? Someone turned off my eyeballs.
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack. Conclusion. Their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need her. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was her.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
She's only just woken up, dazed. She may need a few pointers. Ah, we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle thing, after all.
I mean, I do remember you.
Miss Trailblazer, you must have many questions. Please be patient. Aster will explain it all to you.
Okay. Explain away.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal.
Is it like a fanboy that stole the puppet? There was no surveillance? Where is Herta right now?
She's away on a visit. This issue didn't seem to trouble her much.
She received an invitation from the IPC before the attack occurred.
How lucky.
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinates? Oof. Oh, they're a riot. Brimming with enthusiasm, yet utterly devoid of intellect. It's as if evolution halted prematurely for them. They want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. It's delightfully amusing. I can't wait to witness firsthand how these geniuses from the so-called Super Smart Club squander the IPC's vast resources. However, this attack was timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information, and the attackers seized the opportunity. Herta's aloof response to these juvenile provocations? Almost as intriguing. What a delightful little puzzle.
Since when are you a detective?
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your assistance.
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual genius? Quite the paradox, if you ask me. Excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that puppet?
Probably running errands for Herta, listening to Aster's complaint, walking the dog with Alan. Two would trigger response. One would probably make her feel happy. And that's just normal. Let's make her feel good.
Huh? Well, invite me next time.
Oh, well, sorry.
Don't play the fool. Think.
I'm no fool. I just hang out with fools.
I think I was...
Some system hours ago.
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me when you have the time. I'm sure you can manage that, can't you?
I guess.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body.
Since when am I mechanical enough to forget?
Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
A what?
I think she mentioned something important, but I can't remember. If only there were some hints, then maybe...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
My memory's kind of hazy. What did I do after that?
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
Hill bus?
I think she mentioned something important. If only there were.
Anyway, keep up the good work.
Hey, what brings you here, Rich? It's been so long.
I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay.
It's all taken care of. As long as the money's there, it's all good. Here's the account you asked for. It's legit and secure, allowing you to connect straight to the intranet.
How can I quickly remember this conversation?
Sure. Can I help you with something?
Oh, you flatter me. I'm just a peddler doing a little business on the side. Small scale. Best left under the table. But if you ever make it big in the guild, don't forget your humble friend, okay?
Again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
These two aren't making any sense. This is so weird.
And yet you remember it clearly.
This is what I recall before I met Herta, but I can't remember some of the details. Let me try to remember the conversation with Asta.
Explore the related memory Asta's troubles.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind. Maybe the researchers at the Departments of Ecology or Insight may have an idea? Hinkle and are around here somewhere. I'd suggest you ask them about it.
Asta seems to have mentioned two names. Two researchers from the Departments of Ecology and Insight.
Okay, so the second one could be a culprit.
Those despicable villains are distorting the truth online. Ugh. If I discover who's behind this, they're gonna wish they'd never crossed me.
Hello to you too.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body? Isn't that just a jinx?
Jinx?
Oh, nowadays people call them wubbaboos?
Okay. Webaboo, that doesn't sound right.
Well, I might be the Department of Ecology head, but I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to curios. Adler would be of more help, but he's been investigating some paranormal phenomenon. I haven't seen him all day.
So not only do I have to find a curio, but I have to find a person too.
I must say, it's a little embarrassing for the space station to be in such disarray while guests are visiting. We've been through a huge crisis and are still recovering. But there are some who are trying to exploit the chaos to agitate the workforce. People are growing more and more distrustful of the management here. It's probably turned into a big headache for Asta too. Never mind, I shouldn't be telling you this. It's something that we researchers need to resolve ourselves. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Adler. Right. Then
Sorry.
I ran into Arlen. Adler was with him.
So your memories contain crucial clues in the form of cognition chasms. For conducting key conversation with characters, collect enough cognition chasms to exculpate yourselves. Okay.
It was at...
Wait, those two are here again?
I'm gonna tell you something. Make sure you don't tell anyone else.
Of course. My lips are sealed. Not a word to anyone.
The multiple disappearances? They're all for real.
Seriously?
Shh! Why are you being so loud? Do you want to disappear too?
So I can actually listen to some combos.
It's been so long and there's still no response.
There's something fishy going on. How come they haven't recovered anything? I don't believe it. They're hiding something.
Those managers are useless.
Nope.
I saw it. I saw that person disappear. They vanished right before my eyes. Just like that. Snap. It was so quick. No traces left. Not even bones.
Yeah, the toilet can do that.
What do we do? It sounds like he's telling the truth.
Yeah. Whatever. Just let the professionals deal with it. Did you finish your work?
Wow, way to change the convo. Sick bastard. Alright.
I say, what a wonderfully intelligent-looking young lady.
Thank you.
All right. Just cut the pleasantries and tell me how it's going.
Okay, she wasn't talking to me.
No need to be modest. At my age, you get a feel for intelligence. Though I confess I did hear someone say you were the shining star of the Department of Insight.
I have faith in your abilities. So, how about my offer? Why not come with me after this is done?
See this material here? People are so inconsiderate. How's someone like me supposed to make out the small print? I'm not getting any younger, and my eyesight is failing. Do you think you can...
Sure thing. Anyway, keep your eyes peeled. I'll be bringing you something big soon.
It's happening again. The words in my memory are all jumbled up. Adler was with Arlen. They were involved in some sort of incident.
What? He went to the scene alone with Peppy? How could you let him?
Calm down, Brother Arlen. I know you're upset.
What are you people up to?
We're walking the dog.
Liar.
We're having a walk.
Okay, you're telling the truth. Can you get your story straight first?
Like I said, we're walking the dog.
So I'm the dog?
Fuck.
They seem to be hiding something.
Is there something you need?
I'm looking for Adler.
Oh, really? What a coincidence. We're looking for him, too. That kid sure is brave, running straight to the scene on his own.
Scene of what? Is he in danger? Aren't you supposed to be walking the dog?
Yes. Well, Peppy isn't here. You see, Brother Arlen, I can't keep this up anymore.
Yeah, you're just terrible at this.
Can you leave the talking to me next time?
Is there a problem?
Let's walk and talk.
No thanks.
Why are you looking for Adler? A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help. Careful. The fragmentum in this area is very unstable.
You gotta be kidding me. Fragmentium's in my memory.
No, not this road. I didn't go there.
How do you know?
Over there! As I thought, he's in trouble. Let's go!
Target sighted. All units on alert.
Until everything burns to ashes! Set to the sea, so
At least it should be easy.
Stay in step.
Hedge your bet.
Firefly Type 4 in with fight to live!
Rhythm get. Let's improvise.
This is more than a battle.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Set to the sea, so blaze!
There we go.
Peppy! Are you okay?
Are you really the one who knows the most about curios?
That's me. What's up?
She wants to ask you something about curios. I'll leave you to it. Adler, Peppy's in your hands now. Oh, about that investigation I asked for.
Don't worry. I think I figured something out. Catch you later.
Tell me what you know.
I figured you'd come to me to uncover the truth. I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. I can't say anything except that it's a secret mission.
About.
Just as I thought. I vaguely remember that Arlen said more. It's related to the thing I forgot.
Elephant. Well, maybe.
So, which curio do you want to know about?
One that has no body but is alive.
That's all you got? Too abstract.
Blame Herta. That's all Herta said.
Well, there's beauty in the abstract, I guess.
Ah.
Have you asked the Department of Ecology head?
He said it might be a rubber blue.
Huh. She's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either.
I also heard that it also exists in the...
Huh? What did I say?
Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis. But it needs verifying. Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Adler seems to have gotten a lead, but... what was the information I forgot? And from whom? Let's go over it from the start. I may have overlooked something. My memories of Arlen...
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. How's it going? Did you find the information you're after?
Haven't made any progress yet.
I see. Is that what Hinkle and think? At least that counts as a lead. See? My researchers are pretty outstanding.
I heard you're in a bit of trouble. You seem a bit anxious.
Anxious? Me? Is it that obvious? After the Legion's invasion, the space station has been under constant scrutiny. Physical damage can be easily repaired, but it takes a long time to heal the wounds in people's hearts. Some researchers have been questioning the management and security of the space station ever since the invasion. Things had settled down a bit with the reconstruction efforts, but the researchers' disappearances have rattled them again.
Researchers' disappearances?
Yes. 4 researchers have inexplicably disappeared in a matter of days. No exit logs, no traces. Vanished.
You said exit very weirdly.
People were just starting to regain their footing after the catastrophe. I didn't want panic to spread, so I suppressed the reports and told the security department to investigate in secret. However, as you can see, it's hard to keep secrets in a sardine can like this. Rebuilding trust is harder than establishing it in the first place. I'm concerned someone's pulling strings to sway public opinion. Anyway, the most important thing is to get to the bottom of the disappearances.
You need my help?
That's okay, but thank you for the offer. Aren't you helping Madame Herta with something already?
You're talking to the Trailblazer. She helps everyone. Literally everyone.
Oh, by the way, I heard about the thing mentioned, and I'll look into it too. I'll find a way to solve the problem for the space station.
So I did consult someone else other than Hinkle. The only thing I remember is that they're from the Department of Insight. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is. The other person should be... Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense of everything.
Kind of not fun when it tells you where to go.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. Send me a signal when you see...
I think she mentioned if only there were...
Anyway, keep up the good work.
Hey, what brings you here, Rich? It's been so... It's all taken care of. Here's the account you asked for.
Sure.
Oh, small scale.
Again?
Here too. My memories are just a jumbled mess of words. Did my memory piece together irrelevant information?
Stored the muddled memory.
Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone. What did Emily say?
I say, what a wonderfully intelligent-looking young lady.
Okay, that makes
I'm
more
not
sense.
That wonderful. Just okay.
No need to be modest. At my age, you get a feel for intelligence. Though I confess I did hear someone say you were the shining star of the Department of Insight.
Sure. Can I help you with something?
See this material here? People are so inconsiderate. How's someone like me supposed to make out the small print? I'm not getting any younger, and my eyesight is failing. Do you think you can...
Again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
Sorry if I can interrupt.
Oh, another smart-looking youngster. Wonderful. It's about time we had some new recruits.
Huh. Asta told you to find me? A curio that doesn't have a body but is alive. Isn't the Department of Ecology full of curio experts? That's got nothing to do with the Department of Insight. However, I've heard of such a species. A colleague who came back from a business trip said that the Cienjo Alliance has life forms like that.
Yo, boss, I knew it.
Don't get me wrong, I was merely relaying information. I didn't mean I'd help you. The atmosphere on the space station has been getting stranger lately. It's risky taking sides.
The Cienjo species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The disappearances Asta mentioned are likely related to Arlen's investigations too. Now I should be able to tie everything together. The Cienjo species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired...
Have you asked the Department of... she's not...
Huh?
She's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either.
I heard something like that also exists in the Cienjo Alliance.
That's right! They're called Heliobi. I guess you could say that Wubbaboos and Heliobi are sort of like cousins. Both are types of energy life form. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis. But it needs verifying. Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Sorry if you hear me sniffing, it's just my nose is feeling a bit congested.
I figured you'd come to me to uncover the truth. I'm sorry.
Just as I thought.
Oops.
I figured you... I'm sorry.
Just as I thought.
I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate.
About the researchers' disappearances?
How did you know?
Asta told me.
I see. Could you also tell that Lady Asta was feeling the pressure?
No, she literally just told me.
I'll be honest with you. It's been tough. The surveillance didn't capture anything regarding the researcher's disappearance. There's only one clue. Adler observed that the automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances occurred. That means that every victim's disappearance was accompanied by some inexplicable fire. When we made visits to the scenes, some of the witness testimony seemed to agree with this. The words they used were spontaneous combustion of the human body.
That sounds ominous.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. That is most likely the truth. I need to go over it from the start.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an... Send me a signal when you see...
I think she meant if only there were some...
You know, it's funny. I imagine, while this is happening, Stell is like sitting on the chair, like, and Dr. Ratio is like, what on earth happened to you?
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an energy life form. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
Energy life form?
That's not the point. I wouldn't be bothering with it if it didn't have something to do with the Genius Society. Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
Do you just call anything you find a curio? Her assigned me to find a certain lost curio, which is a kind of energy life form related to the Genius Society. It seems like I may need Asta's help. I found Asta, but she didn't seem to know much about it either. Fortunately, Hinkle of the Department of Ecology and Emily of the Department of Insight are nearby, which is more or less a clue. Hinkle is troubled by the confidence crisis within the space station, and Asta must be under considerable pressure. We had a brief chat, and she speculated that what Hera is looking for might be Ouroboros, but this conclusion may be inaccurate. In the end, Hinkle suggested that I look for Adler. Apparently, he is the person who knows the most about curios in the Department of Ecology. In addition to Hinkle from the Department of Ecology, I also asked Emily from the Department of Insight for clues about the missing curio. She told me that apparently there are some similar life forms in the Xianzhou Alliance. The issue of the confidence crisis Hinkle mentioned concerned me a little. Asta and I chatted about this topic, and I unexpectedly learned that there has been a series of research disappearances on the space station recently. I ran into Adler, and on my way to find Adler, he seems to be looking for Adler too, so I decided to go with him. Adler was saved when he was attacked. I explained what my intentions are, and he said that the robbery is suspected by Hinkle, the Department of Ecology, and the hero bus that Emily of the Department of Insight heard about were both ancient life forms, which gave him some kind of revelation. Alan was secretly investigating something. After saving Adler, I tried to get to the bottom of things, but he seems to be hiding something. I did some poking around, and sure enough, he was investigating the disappeared researchers that Asta mentioned before. With Adler's help, he discovered that every disappearance was accompanied by an instance of spontaneous human combustion. Herder assigned me to investigate energy life forms similar to Ouroboros and Hirobai. The spontaneous human combustion occurring among the researchers is a thorny problem. However, Adler only seems to have a bold conjecture. His intuition is usually very accurate, and we can look forward to how his predictions play out. That's my essay.
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. My ears certainly are.
Well, thank you, I think.
So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio. After which you knew nothing else until Lady Asta contacted you. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating drama?
Herta, Asta, Scurium. Asta.
A second-hand account. She wasn't at the scene. Hearsay hardly counts as compelling evidence, now does it?
Affirmation. We can ask Herta herself.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours. But as it stands, not a single soul can corroborate her story.
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a preconceived bias.
Apologies, it's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. It is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. it can still help us reach the truth. If she is truly innocent, she can clear her name with answers.
Well, thanks a lot, Ratio.
Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you, and the assignment involves a curio.
Herta didn't mention the name of the curio. We were talking about something else, and she just mentioned it in passing. However, she did give a thorough description of the curio. I didn't make that up.
True. You wouldn't be able to make that up.
Why do I feel like I'm being looked down on?
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
Oh, that's technically true.
Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
The curio isn't the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its relation to the Genius Society.
That's right.
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius. Affirmation. It holds some special meaning to Herta.
Yes. That seems logically sound. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio.
Yes, to get more information about the curio. I didn't get a direct answer, but Asta recommended I seek out a researcher who could help.
Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio. However, she decided to hold her tongue until...
Mr. Ratio, it's because...
I'm asking her, Lady Asta. Your testimony went out the window the second you started being secretive. However, she decided to hold her tongue, so what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
Asta isn't trying to hide anything. It's because of her position. Some things shouldn't be said in the open.
What could be more important than Herta's safety?
I agreed for Mr. Ratio to become involved in this. I should consider him one of us. It's okay. You can tell him.
So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets?
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher management ever since the Antimatter Legion's invasion. Another severe incident would further intensify suspicion and cause great internal strife.
Oh. So that explains why Lady Asta approved of my participation. After all, the Intelligentsia Guild's representative wouldn't be linked to the space station, but would still share the IPC's position.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. We're getting more of this Ace Attorney stuff from Starworld than we did with Fontaine. Like, yeah, we had like 2 chapters when we were in court. And then a little bit for the finale. But it feels like we should have got more of that. But we just didn't. Which is unfortunate.
They wouldn't be partial to anyone, but would still act for the space station's benefit. 2 birds with 1 stone. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security department.
Yes, I ran into Arlen when looking for Adler.
Adler?
A level 2 researcher. According to the Department of Ecology head, he knows more about curios than anyone else. He happened to be helping Arlen investigate the disappearances.
Well, did he enlighten you?
Adler seemed to have had an idea at the time, but he never contacted me again.
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard there is clearly, though. It bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
Why do you say that?
No connection? I disagree. There should be evidence linking them together. If I review a certain record...
Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No. If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet and we can't pinpoint its signal. Don't know the location. Isn't that the same as missing?
She did say that. But then what? You need to provide evidence to show incidents are linked.
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd when he was investigating the disappearances. The space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened. Arlen mentioned that each victim disappeared due to spontaneous combustion.
Huh. But there are no signs of a fire anywhere in the space station.
That's what's so odd about it. But this information has an additional layer of importance. This may not be direct evidence, but if the system also recorded the fire suppression system activating when the puppet was attacked, then there's ample evidence to indicate that these two cases are linked.
If these two incidents were caused by the same person, then the suspicion put on you would decrease, provided that this fire suppression record does exist in the system.
We'll see in the main control room. Let's go. Huh? What was that?
She's here, she's here, she's here. Who? The big shot. Oh my god. What the hell?
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
Well, that's a cool cutscene. It wasn't for the fact that later he just ends up being dead off screen. That's just pretty unfortunate.
This is...
a declaration of war, and an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights on you. The Legion's impact remains, and the Annihilation Gang is already paying a visit. It almost seems like this space station is more suited for the path of destruction than erudition.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fatora, a world long since destroyed. His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and savior, but the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. The value Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child who deliberately broke a vase. The fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignite and destroy items. Ifrit is particularly evil and cruel, even among his kin. The Everflame mansion he heads is even the arch-enemy of the Japella Brotherhood, despite both groups belonging to the Annihilation Gang.
Japella Brotherhood? I've heard that name somewhere.
On the Stellaron Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion, the uprising that caused the downfall of the Brotherhood.
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames, and Ifrit's power has grown by the day ever since. Would you believe it would be merely a coincidence? Something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, it's as routine as me finding fault in everything. The disappearance of researchers and the puppet were all part of the plan. And after that, that video will soon circulate. And this station's fate? Flames. Nothing but flames.
The destruction of trust.
I'm afraid more than trust will be destroyed here. You need to start acting now if you want to survive. You, come with me.
Just me?
You have a superior strategy? Pray tell, do we set the two of them loose, turning whispered fears into full-blown pandemonium?
I mean, sure. Why not?
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage. I'll stay here and try to contain the news as best I can. Please, investigate the issue quickly.
Hey. Oh, chest.
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage. I'll stay here and try to contain the news as best I can. Please, investigate the issue quickly.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fetora, a world long since destroyed. His race...
Yeah, you already said that.
Let me stay here a little longer in this body.
Ah then, well doomed.
Not good.
Take Peppy and free.
This is serious. The security department will do whatever we can to help you.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Sure, but the security department already combed through their backgrounds and personal relationships. We didn't find anything odd. The Annihilation Gang are a group of die-hard thugs. They might be attacking indiscriminately.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to piss off Ratio.
Take it. Remember these names. Find a friend who's tuned into the gossip around here and tell them you want to know the relationship between these people.
What do you have in mind?
I don't know. That depends on your friend.
Well, which friend are you talking about? It's been a while. Is you shoot one pick of Himiko for one piece of gossip? Quid pro quo. Can I put it on my tab? Only for you, 20% interest. For every 5 trades, you give me one more pick. So very like you. Now that's settled, go ahead and tell me what you need. Oh, how interesting. The disappearance has been a hot topic, and the news is tightly controlled. Even I don't have a complete list. You upset at up management too? Why would I be? I'm just a small fry. I'll take any chance to slack off whenever I can. Those who love gossiping about the higher ups just don't have enough things to do in their lives. It's the same people who randomly create their own expectations and then get disappointed when those aren't met. Nothing good will come out of hanging out with them. You sure it'll lighten. You flatter me, but I still remember what you owe me. Oh well, I'll get in touch if I have any news.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who knows the most about curios within the Department of Ecology, if you would be so kind.
He disappeared too.
Okay, we're stuffed. What happened?
I didn't really notice at first. Adler's difficult to get a hold of at the best of times, but it's been a few system hours and I still can't reach him. Even the surveillance cameras can't find any trace. The last time I saw him was in the master control zone. He was with Wen Sherling from the Department of Implement Arts.
Ah, it was him.
Lead the way. You said Adler was on the verge of a discovery, yet couldn't confer his knowledge. Intriguing and frustrating, to say the least. If his disappearance is also related to the case here, then maybe he really did stumble upon something important.
True. The key words that got Adler thinking were energy, life forms. Duke Inferno is also an energy life form. Coincidence? We need to investigate this.
I need your help. What is it? About Duke Inferno. From the Annihilation game? It's best not to get involved with him. The space station is in trouble. Understood. Away from my contact. You be careful yourself. If the situation changes, notify us as soon as possible. I am compelled to list the victims in the investigation of the spontaneous human body combustion incidents. On the surface, these people seem to have nothing in common with each other, but receptive ones like Pamela still found suitable connections between them. Oh.
That jerk! Jerk!
Hello.
Fine! Disappear! I don't ever want to see your face again!
Who got you so upset? What did Adler do to you?
Adler, he disappeared. He's been acting really weird recently. Always researching stuff like spontaneous combustion, supernatural activities. He doesn't even answer me when I speak to him. He was talking to himself.
What did he talk about?
He kept saying the word phrase.
Phrase.
We'll get him back.
Who said I want him back?
Okay, never mind.
But if you want to find him, he was reading this booklet the last time I saw him. I don't know exactly what he's searching for, but I hope it can help you.
A booklet, huh? Yo, you got something? Yep, but it's not what you expect. These victims and their interpersonal relationships don't seem to have any overlaps, but they all posted pretty extreme comments against the management of the dark web, and have a large number of supporters. What? That's like the chat room. I know this assault will bring a lot of things in mind, but regrettably it's the truth. Thanks. Yeah, this definitely sounds like the chat room that started all this.
Your countenance suggests tragedy. So the researchers who disappeared were at the forefront of challenging management. Isn't that a curious puzzle piece? I finished browsing through this booklet while you were replying to messages. It recorded the lives of a few Genius Society members. I'd say it contains some interesting information. It's time to go back and chat with Lady Asta and Mr. Screwlum.
We only scratched the surface of this Ifrit. Fire demons of Vator are ferocious and cruel by nature. Ifrit easily rose to the position of clan leader. Even among the fire demons, his flame belongs to a special category. What do you mean? In many vicious incidents instigated by the Everflame Mansion, I found similar eyewitness reports claiming that miscreants materialized from the Inferno. I speculate that Ifrit's flame may have inherited... Stop talking too fast. I speculate that Ifrit's flame may have inherited some ability other than burning, and that it's related to its origin. I've heard of a flame with similar properties that was difficult to capture because it kept shifting through phases. Between phases. There is not much information about it, only one line that catches the eye. Burns through worlds, leaving numerous scions of flame behind. Ifrit is perhaps one of its descendants. That's all I have. The number of related records is limited. I'm not sure if that was helpful to you. That's good. Guess I'm doing another detective showdown.
You're back.
Yep.
I've been monitoring the dark web. I barely managed to stop the video from spreading. The incident hasn't grown any bigger, for now. How are things with you?
Sort of fine.
Less than promising. Or to use a different phrase, we're in deep trouble. We're running out of time. Let's retrace our steps and evaluate the situation. From the data we've collected, there are 3 avenues we can explore. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
Yeah, possible.
The next angle is what the victims have in common. Distasteful as that discussion may be. Last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human. The next angle.
Distasteful discussion.
A mere glance at their background would indicate they share no commonalities. However, after browsing through their online records, you discovered they all wield influence on the space station's dark web. Lady Asta must know what this means. The next angle is what the victims have in common, distasteful as that discussion may be. First, Adler's disappearance.
Adler also.
You think that Adler's discovery drew the enemy's attention?
Indeed, and I already know what he found. First, Adler's disappearance. The next last is the abilities of Duke. The next angle, last. You probably already know about this. The fire demon of Fatora, the Duke of the Annihilation Gang. There is another secret with Ifrit. Last.
Yeah, he can teleport with his fire.
Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human combustion.
I understand. So the
tenuous connections. Last.
Oh, screw you.
Is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of. During prior unrest, instigated by the Everflame Mansion, some testified to seeing miscreants materialize from the Inferno. The flickering tongues of Duke Inferno's fire carrying a certain property, and this property is the secret behind spontaneous human combustion. Look, the answer is right there. This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through dimensions, claiming it burns through worlds, leaving numerous scions of flame behind.
I understand.
Tenuous connect. This booklet describes a.
It's the phase flame, the creation of member number 29, Serkal. She was an amazing genius, intelligent, kind, and humble. However, she lived for a mere 29 days on the human calendar. Such a pity.
That's pretty damn short.
The phase flame shifted into a different phase as soon as it was created. When it returned to this phase, Serkal had already passed away. It then continued to shift through phases, making its capture impossible.
This booklet describes a kind of fire. The kindling of this unique flame must be the missing curio that Hurt has been searching for, and Duke Inferno is evidently spawned from it. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. The kindling of this unique flame must be the missing curio.
Somebody was once able to glimpse the traces of the phase flame and obtained a wisp of its kindling. Herta kept it and lent it to Ron May for her research, but the kindling was lost in the process. If Ifrit is a scion of the phase flame, then the entire incident is now clear as day.
Why do you guys trust Ron May with everything? She's doing very bad stuff at the moment.
The kindling of this unique flame must be the missing curio. I fear that this booklet, I fear that undoubtedly, the curio Herta asked to find was the phase flame, and Adler already discovered the relationship between spontaneous human combustion and the phase flame through the concept of energy life forms. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. When Schurling said, Adler kept muttering about a phrase before he disappeared. I believe this word was actually phase. He saw Member 29 Sir Call's research topic in this booklet and verified his hypothesis. As a scion of the phase flame, Duke Inferno would naturally share similar capabilities. Full-on phase shifting may be a bit too ambitious for him, but teleportation, that's likely more his speed. That is the truth of the spontaneous human combustion. The researchers didn't disappear. They were moved.
This is actually interesting, because in the Paniconi Crest, it sounded like Aquan actually killed him, but he has the ability of teleportation. What if his garments were left over while he actually disappeared and, went somewhere else? That seems like the most likely thing, especially if you want to live to fight another day. God, it's weird talking to myself and hearing myself in the
headphones. We don't know where the victims went, but Duke Inferno's plan is now clear. And the sudden and consecutive disappearances provided the best environment for chaos to fester. Once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack. It will push the crisis from the dark into the light, catalyzing it into new growth and bloom. The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of time.
Who's texting now? I don't know if it's this. The missing researchers are all opinion leaders on the space station's dark web. Holy moly, you know stuff that even the security department isn't aware of. I just got the file next door. Sounds far-fetched, but on the off chance that it's true, I smell conspiracy. They staged a whole missing thing to get rid of dissenters. Tisk, that's such a brilliant plot. Justice may come late, but it will be served. The management must step down. If that's really the case, doesn't it mean the chat group is in grave danger?
This...
No, it isn't enough.
Indeed, it needs one more spark.
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuses. If it were me, I wouldn't give you the chance.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
Ah, great, Asta's gone.
Stay calm. Asta was merely teleported. Her life was not in danger.
Funny enough, the fire sprinklers never went off. Wasn't that the whole connection?
Based on first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame, lacking any phase shift ability. Logic. Asta is still within the confines of the space station.
Okay, but someone should not tell Aaron. What do we do now?
That flame must still be somewhere inside the station. Find it, and we'll find a way to bring her back.
What about the other researchers?
A splinter, you say? The arrogance of the gifted is charming in its own way. Try then if you must.
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station. He merely cast infernal fire into our midst to wreak havoc among the researchers. When the fire fizzles out, his malevolent plans will vanish without a trace.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the folded space in the curio storage room. With some changes to its parameters, I can use it to block the fire's teleportation routes and seal it inside the station. Mr. Ratio, please go with Miss Trailblazer and contain the fire.
Okay, we get to have Dr. Ratio.
The infernal fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. Follow it.
So I should probably switch the teams.
Your call. I can take either side.
This might do.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the folded space in the... Mr. Ratio...
The infernal fire is also a form of
Oh.
The way is awash with flames. It must have just teleported. Be careful. Get ready to dash into the fire.
Total space results from the spatial distortion during the spread of the infernal fire. Trying to pass through it may result in a drift in the spatial coordinates if you transport it to somewhere unexpected. The folded space that the space station uses to counter escaped curios can be effectively cut off space to hinder standard travel. So run into it.
See? It's still in the space station. Like Skrullum said, it cannot escape from here. Do you know what to do with cornered prey? Hunt it to the death.
Damn, that's hardcore. Of course. Oh, I hope the Everflame Mansion has this maze thing if we ever go there. Though, it kind of sounds like we may never go there.
The fire is dying. This place is strange.
It's still resisting. The fold in the space has shifted. I can deduce its escape route with a mere glance.
I'll do it. Oh god, not these things.
This has nothing to do with you.
You took Asta, so it has everything to do with me.
The flame is getting weaker. Duke Inferno can't maintain it anymore.
Ah, you missed. Hey there, equipping candy sack. Oh, living candy sack. Hmm. Okay, was that the wrong way?
What is your goal?
Seems like this chase is about to end. It's over.
Yeah, we snuck around every of your minions.
Ignorant fools blindly chasing the firelight, not knowing that the blessings of destruction already lie at their feet. It is little wonder that even the descent of the Savior's Legion was unable to cleanse this place. I will acknowledge my brashness. For now, but next time, expect no intermediaries. I will come to personally offer you the demise of your sins with infernal fire.
I welcome the challenge if you ever survive.
A small fragment of consciousness in there is gone. Duke Inferno has discarded this fire. Oh? No. Hold on.
Of course, it's a boss fight. There's always a boss fight. Oh, even the Xianzhou ones.
Ah, the banal theatrics of stalling. Let's not. Shall we?
Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds. Never hesitate!
Watch your head.
Slow. I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
Your answers? A test. 0 points.
Stay in step.
Thank
Mood is set. Let the show begin.
Sure, I'll play along.
Take your positions. Let's improvise.
I venture forth forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
So this is the extent of miscreants materializing from the Inferno. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong.
Yeah, I thought you guys hate Dr. Primitive.
Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
falling apart on your own. Never hesitate!
Watch your head.
The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts.
Oh yeah, sure. While I'm fighting, I'll keep an eye out.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Show me what you can do. I venture forth to forever triumphant! Cha, 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 cha. Victory is inevitable!
0 points.
The fearless knows not fear.
Easy. It just ran away. Instead of disappearing. That can't be good.
Good work. You did very well.
Did we? How is Asta?
Rest assured, Asta only had a fright. She is recovering in the clinic.
And I'm guessing the other researchers are dead.
While you were chasing the enemy, the security department also found the missing researchers. Affirmation. They are all safe and sound.
So where the hell were they? How did you find them?
It was all thanks to Adler. They fell into a spatial curio and could not leave until the Department of Ecology's most knowledgeable curio expert solved it from within.
How convenient.
Many of them were shaken by their experience when Arlen found them, but they are otherwise fine.
Is it over?
Yes, it is over.
Why do I feel like he didn't do much?
This business is over, and I believe the space station will be able to deal with any internal aftershocks. In Herta's stead, I thank you for your efforts, madam.
Scoon just walked out of that one.
But there is one mystery that remains unsolved. And that is something I must deal with myself.
Oh, really? Have you heard? Lead research Asta was attacked too. That Dark Inferno. Devious, convening. Wait. Conniving. Psyops on the masses have always been the most terrifying kind of attack. Indeed, it seems like the Annihilation Gang isn't just about mindless violence, as the rumors suggest. The lead researcher wasn't rescued at the end. We'll all be in deep, deep trouble. Not necessarily. Maybe she's one who orchestrated it all. Masterminding this elaborate ruse by deliberately harming herself to earn some sympathy points. That line of thought does have some merit. Enough already, this is ridiculous. Is that really worth it? All that hassle just to palliate a few keyboard warriors? True that. Speaking of which, where's that very first rebel ruser, Rich Nullet? Alright, he was real righteous sounding when he invited me into the group. Let me see. That guy left the group without making any noise.
I've been waiting.
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to. Or is the safety of the space station beneath your concern?
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair is right here.
When did you start to doubt me?
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlum. But do explain, why opt for silent wisdom when you already had the pieces of the puzzle?
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation. I made the same decision as you, to accompany and observe.
Oh, and when did you become convinced?
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this attack, which never aligned with the Annihilation Gang's modus operandi.
Which is true.
Logic? A third party saved them.
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the Phase Flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation, those people would already be space waste, floating past the windows here.
You are more candid than I calculated.
But still behaving within your calculations, no? One last question, Screwlum. Genius though you are, can you deduce why I did this?
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medical doctor, but maintaining a cool, detached observation reveals the strictness of a scholar. And pulling the strings from behind the curtain is akin to laying down the gauntlet to a genius.
The ruler of planet Screwlum is indeed well versed in the human mind. It's a pity you're as much in the ivory tower as other geniuses. You still got one thing wrong. To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. There is a disease called foolishness that is harder to cure than any ailment.
Well, good luck working with a fool then.
The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. Those less gifted have no choice but to walk alone, enduring a lifetime of tumbles and triumphs. But even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude and despair, when help is absent, that fools grasp how to pick themselves up. I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just like the Intelligentsia Guild, devoid of geniuses and filled with mediocrity.
You wish to uproot the researchers' blind worship of geniuses.
I am only laying out my questions. As for the answers, they'll find them themselves. Pursuit tinged with negativity is still pursuit, and it is capable of leading us to the right conclusion. For the masses of the mediocre to reach a level of awareness, this is a necessary rite of passage.
You are indeed more like a medical doctor than a scholar.
As for the spark I leave behind,
I believe Asta will deal with it properly.
It is also a lesson I left for her. With that, I take my leave. I look forward to future encounters with such brilliant minds. Let's hope they're as memorable as those we had today.
So, is Stell a brilliant mind?
A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
Now that's completed. I still honestly think Duke Inferno is alive if that teleportation thing is true. Which only raises the question, why did he disappear? Well, actually, why did Holoverse kill him off screen when they were building him up so much? Was it just meant to be a gag? It's not a funny gag. Alright. Now, there's one other thing I need to do today, and that's the event. Wow, it's literally just next door. Holy moly, if it's at the world-famous Sylvan. What a coincidence. I can't believe I'm meeting you here. Let me introduce myself. I'm Xiaoxi. Yeah. Xiaoxi? An orderly of the Realm-Keeping Commission. I can't believe a small fly like me would have the honor of meeting you. Sorry, I must have entered the wrong room. Don't sip over me, I'm just a legend. I beg you, please don't use that new generation lingo with me, okay? Are you tired? Do you need a chair to sit on? You thirsty? I have red tea, green tea, and floral tea. Are you hungry? Ah, well here, I'll make a bowl of beef noodles. Shall see. Turns to leave. Similarly preparing to find a place to make you a bowl of beef noodles. I don't eat beef. Don't humble yourself, I'm not hungry. Are you alright up there? Seeing that you're not keen on noodles, Xiao Shi seems to regain his senses and takes a deep breath. Sorry, did I scare you? My fans are always this fanatical anyways. So I cannot exactly say I'm a fan. What I'm saying is I really admire you, but not to the point where I'm a fan. But you're the second guest at this temple fair, and you could very well be the last. I'm actually afraid you might run away. Second one? Who's the first? The first one was a young lady. You knew that there were still youngsters interested in the temple fair in this era. She looked like she had fun. I was very touched. The budget allocated for temple fairs by the Realm Keeping Commission is dwindling, making it less appealing to youngsters year after year. The temple fair even coincides with the war dance this year, so even fewer people attended. Honestly, being 2 guests already exceeds my expectations. I feel sorry for you. Temple fair? Where's the temple? Temple fair is actually a tradition from the primeval Imperium era. During festivals, everyone will gather near temples to perform rituals of the gods. Later, it evolved into a market where people can gather and play games together. Back then, temples were a huge part of people's lives, and that's why there were temple fairs. But now the Rainbow Arbiter no longer requires us mortals to build temples and offer sacrifices, and the need for temples naturally went away. But don't you worry, as long as you join our temple fair games, your heart will surely be shouting, fabulous! How was the Lawful Temple Fair? It was fabulous. That was really cringe. The other guests also didn't say anything when I said that. Is this tagline so terrible? I thought about it for a week. I don't know what the temple fair is about. It's actually an improved empathic emerging out of those traditional temple fair games used to know. The traditional Shenyu games you had to be there personally to experience is now all available at this temple fair. Isn't it amazing? Never enjoyed this before. Sounds decent. Let me try. Also, I knew you'd be interested. If you plan to attend the temple fair, just let me know. I'll help you link up the experience device. Here, this is a list of immersions in our temple fair. Okay, so this is similar to the event in Penacony where you had to play no, you had to what was his name? I know who I'm talking about. The short mafia guy. Crap, how did I forget him? My brain keeps slipping when it comes to names. Cool Grunt, come on, give me a name. Damn it. How did I forget? I think it started with H. And Google's no help either. Hanu. Hanu, that was it. Only 10? Wow, this Magic Cube is really fun. You're right. Hex Exodus truly is the most enjoyable game in the world. Ghost Hunting Squad Symbol. Simmer down, player, so this is just AI NPCs to make up the numbers. How'd you die? Don't worry, I'm not dead. I just transferred my image rights to the Lawful Temple Fair preparatory group so they can use my virtual emulation as the Temple Fair guide. You don't sound like the real Dahu at all. The budget was severely slashed and we couldn't hire a professional writer. We called in a lot of favors to hire a Borson named Cold Armor from the Shackling prison to write the dialogue scripts for the virtual NPCs. And how'd that go for you? The Armor Correctional Group is sincerely at your services. Snacks and drinks, daily necessities, service with a smile, medicine for our guests. We aim for your every need at Armor Correctional Group. Sorry, saying keywords triggers my tagline. Anyways, don't mind the details, we're just here to hype people up. Look, it's just not me. Many colleagues at the 6 commissions have also transferred the image rights to the Temple Fair. The entire place will brim with figure. I mean, otherwise, it'll just be the players on their own in the arena, all sad and lonely. So scary. You scrutinize the surrounding virtual NPCs. You see several familiar faces. You have to say, this all looks very ominous. It's obviously made everything more creepy. The time spent on this rubbish could have been better used to raise more funds. Raise more funds? Ah, you sure are funny. Right, enough chatter. Come play the Hexonus. I don't even know I'm pronouncing that right. I trust I don't have to describe the game to you. The game was once the bane of the Realm Keeper Commission, and now it's featured on the Empathic Mergia platform at the Realm Keeper Commission's Temple Fair. Why did you inquire? How did you end up partnering with the Hex Club? I'm really tired of this dang cube. Here's your gameplay parameter, and you might just discover a new experience. Oh, this conversation has almost reached 800 words. The virtual NPC is going to start charging additional server operational fees if you exceed 1,000 words. Yeah, you're stating it? I'm out of words to elaborate, so have fun by yourself. Goodbye. Ah, so you really finished. Forget it, I'm here to turn cubes, not study AI. Let's go. Alright, how hard is this puzzle? Yeah, I played it a lot of times. Oh, this isn't look hard. Easy. Oh, that was hardcore. Give me more. Okay, there we go.
Impressive. Impeccable precision.
Who said that? Oh, Firefly. Okay, so I need one there, one there. It feels like I got it right, but sometimes not. Let's see. I think I know what it's supposed to do. Maybe. That activated. Didn't that match up? There we go. Alright, just get those. We'll just stick with easy mode for now, do hard mode off screen. Top Dog Sylvan, here to play the good stacking game. Come in. The game entrance is right inside, Top Dog. Scott also gave you his image rights? Did he even give you his image rights? Of course he did. Scott is actually very easy to negotiate with. He'll do anything for the right price, Top Dog. And every sentence with Top Dog. Understood, Top Dog. You decide my current conversational format. Allow me to restore myself then, Top Dog. Why are you here to stack goods again? Wait, what? Didn't tire of running errands at Arm Alley, itching for more sweaty labor at the Temple Fair? You got found to spare, why not let me squeeze the rest out of you? Don't waste your time with this trash game. That's my Scott. Doesn't matter, I'm a virtual NPC of this empathetic Emergia. I'm still at your back and cold regardless of my attitude. This whole affair is so annoying. Tell me a joke then. This time, I'm only gonna do one, and just for you. One day, a teacher named Blanca, Scarlet, and Fernon asked a question. Bring the biggest thing in your house to school. Next day, Blanca brought a fridge to school, and boy was it a big one. Scarlet drove her dad's truck to school, and it was definitely bigger than Blanca's fridge. All eyes were on Fernon on this point. His hands were empty, so his teacher asked, Fernon, what have you brought? Fernon smiled and said, Ah, we exceeded 800 words. This chat will end for now. Go stack your goods. Goodbye. Get back here. What exactly did Fernon say? No cliffhangers. I bet it was going to be something rude. Alright, we're back to this game from O'Malley. It's a bit finicky this time around. Okay, no. Oh, a big one. Look, in the real world, this would never work. You're just asking for trouble. Okay, so this is the reverse one. Hi, Player Solvin. Did you miss me? Come play the thrilling Hex Nexus remake if you did. Aren't you eating prison group? Prisoners can also grant the image rights. I developed this entire empathetic immersia system. Be a server that didn't allow me to show my face, would it? The virtual NPC system was made possible with Armor Correctionals Group's writing and my development. You stand before the great creator of this empathetic immersia. What do you think? Any thoughts? You got something I haven't played before? Why hasn't Armor shown himself then? Can I skip the gameplay? I just want the reward. Come on, please. You could at least fiddle with the game for a while to help me boost my interaction rates. That will at least reduce my sentence a little. You also got the Hex Nexus veteran. There's nothing much more I can guide as a guide. I'm off. Have fun. Hope you like the design of this puzzle. You probably better tell me the rules again. I know you should cut down on your blabber. Because I finally realized the fewer words spoken, the higher my positive reviews. That was pretty funny. I should go visit him next time I go into prison. I don't even know who he is. Well, I can't remember who he is. Yep. This is just the reverse version. And oh, he starts off real hard. Okay, oh, no, that's not how you do it. Reset. I actually prefer this one. Okay, I'm not even trying. Easy peasy. Maybe I will do the hard ones on screen. Okay, Sylvan, how about throwing game of Matra Magnus? Shikre? No. Lichio? Where's your Cycrane? Hearing Express also provide the image rights? I don't know, the answer is that we didn't secure the rights with the Cycrane. Didn't we try Magnus in the Divinations Commissions game? Oh, it is. The original plan was to have someone from the Divination Commission be a guide. We even had just the right person in mind, the delightful Miss Ching Krie. Beloved by all, do you know her? But that stuck in the mud to find her through just wouldn't let her to us. In other words, no way, we simply can't afford to lose face with her. You tell me, how could someone act so arbitrarily? That's going too far. She's very good to Queen Chi. It is a little. But even if she's unwilling to provide an image for our guys, she doesn't own the gameplay rights for mature Magnus here. You still play to our heart's content. You still remember the game's rules. Need me to give you the tutorial? No need. Fantastic. Tutorials use up too many words. We can't afford to server costs on budgets. The dialogue can't exceed 800 words. Yep. Virtual NPCs will ensure the exchange between you and them won't exceed 1,000 words. I bet you're curious as to why. The answer's simple. We got a tight budget. We only managed to use the free trial version of the virtual NPC servers. It'll cost us if our conversation exceeds 1,000 words. So we specifically got someone to write our conversation logic. Once the conversation exceeds 800 words, the virtual NPC will end the conversation as soon as possible to avoid having to pay excess fees. Yeah, pretty smart, no? Damn, more than 800 words again. You'll have on your own. I'm off. I should have left exit. I'm familiar. Hourglass. Yeah, I did it wrong. There we go.
Impressive. Impeccable precision.
Two triangles. Had the right logic. I know what I have to do, I believe. Close enough. Ooh. Down for a second. Okay, you go here. Congrats, Sylvan. You're on normal mode runner-up at our Temple Fair Speedrun competition. Only 2 competitors. Oh yeah, I came in second. That's right, you're a bona fide runner-up. Who's the champion? Me, of course. Who else could it be? Oh, if it isn't the adorable Silver Wolf. And here I was thinking, why is there another real player in this abandoned empathetic Mercia? I guess no one else would be this sported besides you, Sylvan. So you do know each other. I called it. Goats of the game world clocked together. It must be hard to you playing this bad game. What are you doing on the love food? A game? Not really. These minigames actually have quite a few design aspects worth noting. I'd also like to add that you only cleared easy mode. The Imperfect Emergia is also has a hard mode. I spent a little more time clearing those levels. I think it's pretty fun. You can give it a shot if you're interested. That's right, the Speed 1 champion for hard mode is Miss Silverwolf. Who will be our one-up? How exciting. Why can't I beat her and become champion? In your dreams. Anyway, it's good to see you're still in one piece. That's mission accomplished for me. I'm going to stop by a few more Emergia feeders, so you take your time and have fun. I'll come look for you when I got time. Take care, champ. So when would you like me to activate hard mode for you now? Sure, why not? Okay, we just start off. Some cubes have a special pattern on them. Yeah, but where?
Mechanism deactivated.
Ah, that's a bottom one. Sneaky. No. Which one? This one.
Impressive. Impeccable precision.
Uh-oh. I think it's the first time I've seen one with two sides. Crap. Yeah, I think got it. Yeah, I got it. Oh, keep going, keep going. Nope. Okay. Yep, I screwed up. Okay, it kind of feels like trapping myself. Only had a copy button. Crap. There's a reset button. Okay, yeah, I might have been overthinking it. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to see it. That one was oddly easier. We got ourselves a problem. No? Yeah. Billy. Whoops. There we go. That's transporting done. Oh, just seems like at the middle.
Impressive. Impeccable precision.
Okay, we got ourselves a problem. Maybe there's another way. No. Cool. At least one more. Crap. No, there isn't a way. Nope. There we go. Must be a Tetris spear, a little. The old N64 game. Only less spherical. What complicated puzzle you got for me? Oh. Easy. There's your Pac-Man. It only looks like it's made to shape, but then you got this six-sided shape border. So the triangle is already completed. For the most part. But maybe if I do this... There we go.
Mechanism deactivated.
Give me a toughie. Give me a toughie. Oh god. That's already right. So grab this, put here. That's a start. There we go.
Impressive. Impeccable precision.
I did that in so few moves. There we go, Silver Wolf. I just bet your speed run. Congrats, you're a hard mode runner-up at the Temple Fair speed run competition. But yeah, I came in second. I'll defeat Silver Wolf sooner or later. You probably don't have a chance to defeat me in games. Maybe we can compete in other things next time. How about stuff like competitive eating? Maybe you'll stand a chance. Ah, bring it, Silver Wolf. I'll eat all those Cheezo Puffs. Miss Silver Wolf, why are you back? The monitoring Trojan that I ejected into the inertia notified me that someone had quit the hard mode, so I came to offer my congratulations. And you ejected a monitoring Trojan? Don't worry, it's harmless. I just defeated it. Deleted it. Both the Trojan and any evidence. Ah, it's fine. You two are the only players anyway. I doubt there will be a third in the future. Honestly, these little puzzles from Xianzhou are pretty fun. Are you going to do this temple fair again next year? At least me, but I bet we'll keep it going. I mean, it's a tradition that's been carried on for 10,000 years. We can't just stop doing it all of a sudden. Good to hear. Remember to invite me next time. Please don't invite me again. Make sure to invite me too. I'd love to hang out with Stell's little sister Silver Wolf. Just kidding. Sure, I'll show you who is the real god of puzzle games. Oh, I think Yugi about to trash talk you on that one. I'm so thankful for you two. Thanks for not minding our low budget trash game. Don't say that. Even if your game is some AAA production, it's still pretty fun to play. Exactly, Silver Wolf. Because these days, AAA production are all about quality, that they forget about the fun. I'll head off. I still have some business to attend to. Sylvan, Xiaoji. See you guys again. Alright. Let's go claim the rewards. It's a shame they can't do claim all at once. I have to do it one at a time. I'll do this later. Okay, I got 1 and 900. Let's do the free one first. Okay, not bad. Now, if I don't get Link Shot today, I'll be saving up for Rapper. Already got her. That was normal. 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 Alright, no Lingsha. Fine, I get it, Lingsha. You don't want me. I'll just save up for Rapper then. Oh wait, I got one more turn. Yeah, okay. You definitely don't want me. Fine, I can take the memo. Well, take the message. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed. I'm gonna be signing off from here. In terms of Dr. Ratio's story, it was alright. It was more of a Ifrit story than anything, but it's just unfortunate that we don't know what Ifrit's current state is. They keep throwing the word they keep throwing death around like he's dead, but I don't think he is. But his minions are definitely are, so we'll be running into them, I imagine. I mean, it'd be unfortunate to build all this up but not do anything with it. Dr. Ratio's alright. Bit of a tight ass. But, yeah. Alright, I hope everyone enjoyed. Please tune in next time. See ya.